YouTube. Thursday morning. I haven't been on for a while. I think it's about 6 weeks since I put a video up. A few things been happening. I think it was about 6-8 weeks ago, went on holiday to Burnham-on-Sea. Last night there, I didn't feel too well. I was sweating up, headache. We come home the next day anyway, on the Friday. Did a COVID test, positive, great. And about 5 weeks after that I felt pretty damn rough, I must admit. Over it now. Then we had the hot weather. Not my favourite time of year to walk. Give me the autumn, spring, winter, anytime. Anyway, it's all on its way out now. We had some rain since. It was a bit drizzly this morning as well. So I'm doing a circular walk today from my home in Evesham. I'm just going up Knoll Hill now. I'm going out towards along Monk's Walk to Badsey. We'll head off across to Wickhamford, Murcott, Aston, Somerville, sit across, follow the River Isbourne to Sedgeberrow, Hinton on the Green, and back into Evesham via Hampton Mill. I'll come back to you in a bit and see how we're getting on. Okay, we're just coming down Monk's Walk now, and in front of me here is the village of Badsey. I think it's got Monk's Walk, its name obviously from the monks of Evesham Abbey. Used to come out this way. Badsey's got a beautiful, I think it's a 5th, 14th, 15th, 16th century manor house. And claim to fame, I suppose, is Alistair McGowan came from here, the famous TV impressionist. Went to Badsey First School, I believe. So yeah, we're going down to the path of just crossroads just before Badsey, where we'll turn right and start heading out towards Wickhamford. Okay, just left Badsey now. Just over there was Badsey Mill. And we're heading up the footpath now. We'll cross a stile and head down towards the church and the manor in Wickhamford. We'll pick up a couple of fields. We have to cross the fields, head out and cross the A44 road, and head across then to Murcott. The weather's lovely, it's drizzling, nice and cool. Absolutely love it. A few days ago, that scorching hot weather we had all last week. Am I missing that? No, not particularly. Just didn't want to do anything. It was that damn warm all the while, so I'll cope with this. Bit damp underfoot, bit muddy, but we'll cope with that. Can soon wash the boots when we get back. So I'll come back to you shortly when we get through Wickhamford. Okay, just gone past Wickhamford Church. I think it's a redundant church now. I'll just check up on that one. And also took a shot there of Wickhamford Manor. I haven't got my information on it. I know we're probably back in the 15th, 16th centuries. It belonged to the Throckmorton family. I'm not sure who owns it now. It's a lovely little village, Wickhamford. There's a lot of thatched black and white properties here. And it's on the A44, a couple of miles just outside of Evesham. Used to have a pub, I think it's the Sandy's Arms, that closed down several years ago. Become a freezer centre and then selling something else. And gone the way a lot of country pubs, I suppose, are all shutting down. Anyway, crossing the fields now, heading out towards the A44. Well, that's just crossing the A44. Just going to nip up here now and turn right through another gate and head out towards Murcott. Okay, heading across more fields now. Across through the road that heads out into Murcott. It's a small little hamlet. There's a few houses, a couple of farms there. That's about it. And we'll head on from there into Aston, Somerville. Another small village. I think got a bit of fame about 1994, 93, around that area, when a United States Air Force plane crashed into the side of a bungalow, unfortunately killing the pilot. There's a little memorial there by the bungalow to the pilot. Again, it's a small village, got a church, home farm I think, and yeah, pretty much that's what it is. I'm glad to be getting back out on these walks again now. Well, I always used to do it on a Thursday, so I'll start doing it again regularly every Thursday. A longer walk, between about 13-15 miles. I had planned to do several things this year. I want to walk again and video the Isbourne Way from up on Cleve Hill. Ends up in Evesham, joins the River Avon. I was also going to go up to Birmingham and walk the Worcester to Birmingham Canal back down to Worcester. We'll see how we get on with that perhaps a bit later in the year. But I mean, everyone's watching the videos. The Vale of Evesham is absolutely beautiful for walking. There's footpaths everywhere, and it's all very flat as well. If you like hills, obviously you've got Breedon Hill and the Cotswold Hills, so we're actually surrounded by hills, but we've got miles of flat land as well, and a massive bridleways and public footpaths. And they are pretty well maintained as well. I think the Ramblers Association do a hell of a lot of that, and local farmers maintain them well as well. So yeah, if you enjoy walking, this is a beautiful area to do it, and there's a lot to see. Just coming into the little hamlet of Murcott now. This is just off the A44 between Wickhamford and Broadway. Just go through the other side and go cross country towards Aston, Somerville. Beautiful little place. It's made up of a few little farms, a few houses, and that's about it. Just looking at all the leaves coming off the trees now. It's in the middle of August. It looks like an early autumn. It's probably due to the lack of rain we've had, which is a hell of a lot. And they're probably just desperate for water, and the leaves are dying off and dropping. This could easily be the end of October, beginning of November, looking at the floor. Still, that's nature. Okay, a few more cottages over here. And I'm about to bear left along the footpath here. It's going to take me across, as I said, to Aston, Somerville. And we will cross the Hinton to Charles Wickham Road halfway along. I've been along. So the route I'm doing today, I've done it before, and I think I titled it, the video, Around the Vale Villages. However, today I've reversed the route. I'm doing it the other way around, so probably some more things to look at as well. I know there's bits I'm on now I didn't do before. I went a bit further up through Charles Wickham itself, so this bit is new. So well worth a look anyway. Come back to you shortly. You can see the Cotswold Hills just in the background there. You won't be able to see Broadway Tower, but it's quite hazy up there today. There was a apple orchard here. Looks as though all the apples are ready to pick, but it seems as though we've got no staff or anything to do all the picking anymore around here. It used to be a haven of market gardening around the Vale of Evesham. There's still quite a bit, I mean, I've come through several orchards this morning, plum orchards, which we used to sell in abundance round here, and they're just rotting on the trees and dropping. There's no people to do the job at all. I suppose since Brexit, there's a lot of the East Europeans have all gone back home, and which we used to use a lot for this sort of labour. And before that, I mean, a lot of the British people used to do it years ago, but I think it's all gone out of favour now, and the places that are doing it, it's all mechanised anyway. Actually doing it by hand, I don't know. Such a shame, you see all this fruit there just rotting away. And then we're importing a lot of stuff. Yeah, just come up to the little village of Aston, Somerville now. Before I should be turning off right and following tracks, heading out towards the River Isbourne. I've just picked up the Wickhamford way, which I'm following now. And here's the local library. There's a lot of villages making use of their phone boxes now, either libraries or housing defibrillators. Saves ripping them down, makes some good use of them. Yeah, there's a little village, there's a few houses, farm, small church, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. It's about 3 or 4 miles outside of Evesham. Just left Aston, Somerville now. Bit of an equestrian area that we're walking through. A few horses kept round here. And heading across a few more fields. And so we'll pick up the Isbourne way. The one I'm on now is the Wickhamford way. Okay, just at the junction here of the Wickhamford way, and you can see that's the Wickhamford way sign there, and the Isbourne way, which goes in the opposite direction. Obviously we're going to cross the River Isbourne in a minute, and it follows it out that way towards Toddington and on towards Winchcombe and up into Cleve Hill. I'm heading in this direction now towards Sedgeberrow, across a cornfield now, across the Sedgeberrow and Hinton on the Green, and then back towards Evesham. Plenty of sweet corn here. But to walk through a bit of it where the footpath seems to go right through the middle of it. I think it's got a bit to go yet. I've just come through the village of Sedgeberrow now. Another smallish village, still got its own first school, pub, the Queen's Head, and I think the church is St Mary the Virgin. I'm not sure, but I'll double check that one. Just crossed over the B road there, going across the field now, where we'll go underneath the busy A46. Certainly not safe to cross it. So yeah, there's a bridge across, and there's a path either side of the River Isbourne underneath the road itself. So, and we'll head up then towards the church at Hinton on the Green. It's the River Isbourne, it's flowing from that direction now, from Cleve Hill, and heading down here towards Evesham. We will be following it again to get through Hinton on the Green. That's the River Isbourne, the trail which we're following. Just coming to the village of Hinton on the Green now. The church is just down this drive, through this lovely old archway. Just over there, you can see through there. A bit about the village, there's not much to say. It's a small village with a tiny industrial estate, an old mill, old corn mill, not working now. It's about 2 miles outside of Evesham, and pretty much it. There's no school or anything here anymore. So we'll head on, pick up the River Isbourne again and head back into Evesham. There's the village of Hinton on the Green just in the distance. And you've got Breeden Hill in the background there, just up above it. So we're going to miss the village and carry on across this track here, across the road, before we drop down across the field to the River Isbourne again and follow that all the way back into Evesham. Well, I'm going to call this a day now because the battery's running very low. And I forgot to bring my battery pack out with me to charge it up. So only about a mile and a half from Evesham now anyway. So it's just a dead straight run back into Evesham. So thanks for watching anyway. Hope you enjoyed the film. If you could please like, subscribe and leave any comments you'd like to. And hopefully I'll see you again next week with another video. Bye for now.